this necklace.
Yes, Tiffany's. They were very sweet to give me some jewels, and obviously my engagement.
It has to be a full experience. Like, you want the girl to like leave and be like, oh my God.
Like, when you think back on making this album with him, what are you gonna remember most about this part of your relationship?
That I get to show this piece of work to our kids one day.
All right, let's dive into the Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco love story, shall we? I mean, seriously, who isn't obsessed with these two? They're like the ultimate cool-meets-quirky couple, and we're all dying to know every little detail about their relationship. Well, Selena's finally giving us a peek behind the curtain, and trust me, it's juicy. She's dishing on the very first time she ever connected with Benny, and it involves a phone call that probably had both of them sweating bullets. But that's not even the best part. Selena's also revealing who said "I love you" first. And let's just say, our girl took the plunge. Get ready for a super cute, slightly awkward, and totally relatable story about how Selena and Benny went from collaborators to couple goals. You're not gonna wanna miss this. But before we get into it, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to never miss out on any new videos. It's free and helps us tremendously bring out new content for your enjoyment. Selena Gomez recently shared a heartwarming story about how she first met Benny Blanco. And it turns out that the story has a sweet twist. In an interview with Interview magazine, Selena opened up about the moment that brought her and the famous music producer together. And the most surprising part? It was her mom, Mandy Teefey, who played Cupid. Selena, who was around 16 or 17 at the time, recalled the encounter fondly. It's wild to think that all those years ago, when she was just a teenager, her mom was setting her up with Benny, who would later become such a big part of her life. Fast forward to December 2024, and the two were not only close friends, but also engaged. The way Selena tells it, her first meeting with Benny was something special. You can almost picture her young self, eager but nervous, meeting someone who would go on to become such an influential figure in her life. It's crazy to think that it all started with her mom making that introduction. It's definitely one of those moments where you can't help but believe in the magic of fate. It's also fun to think about how things have evolved since that first meeting. Selena and Benny have worked together on music, shared many laughs, and have built a strong bond over the years. But it all comes back to that one moment orchestrated by her mom that set the stage for what would become a life-changing relationship. In the interview, Selena reflected on how much has changed since then, and it's clear that both she and Benny are in a very different place now, engaged and happier than ever. It's amazing to hear how a chance encounter, facilitated by a mom with great instincts, turned into something so much bigger. And it's a reminder that sometimes the people closest to us have the best ideas when it comes to matters of the heart. Benny Blanco also shared some behind-the-scenes details in the interview, revealing that it was actually Selena's mom, Mandy Teefey, who set up their first meeting. According to Benny, the meeting was supposed to be about music, and it was a pivotal moment for both of them. "We first had music come out in 2013 or something," he explained, reflecting on the early days of their careers. He went on to mention that Selena's mom arranged the meeting at a time when Benny was starting to make a name for himself in the industry, and Selena, at that point, wasn't yet pursuing a singing career. "She set up a meeting between the two of us," Benny said. It's funny to think about how it all started with just a conversation about music, especially given how far their relationship has come since then. As for Selena, she shared a sweet and simple story of how her romantic feelings for Benny grew over time. According to her, it all started while they were working together on a song. "It was really simple," Selena said, smiling as she recalled the experience. "We got in the studio to work on a song and we just talked. That's how easy it was for me." She even admitted that she had feelings for Benny long before he realized it. "I liked him before he liked me," she said with a laugh. It's such a relatable and charming story. Just two people working together and slowly realizing they had a special connection. It's clear that their bond grew naturally and organically over time, from making music together to eventually falling in love. Benny also opened up about when he truly started to realize his feelings for Selena. It wasn't until their second meeting that he felt something shift, and that's when he knew she was the one. You know, when you think you've met the right person, you're like, oh my God, but it feels so different, Benny said, explaining how powerful that moment was for him. It's that instant connection, the kind that makes you feel like everything just clicks into place. He went on to share how his feelings became crystal clear very quickly. "The second we started hanging out, I was like, this is my wife," Benny confessed. It's so sweet to hear him talk about it so openly and confidently. In fact, he was so sure of it that he immediately told his mom, saying, "This is the girl I'm going to marry." It's such a heartfelt admission, and it shows just how strongly he felt about Selena from the very beginning. For him, it wasn't just about the romantic attraction. It was about finding his best friend, someone he knew he wanted to spend his life with. Their connection seems to have been one of those rare, special moments where everything just falls into place, and you can't help but feel like fate played a role in bringing them together. It's clear that Benny and Selena's relationship wasn't rushed or forced. It was built on a foundation of friendship, trust, and a deep understanding of one another. But it turns out that their love story wasn't always so clear-cut. In fact, there was a time when Benny Blanco thought Selena might not feel the same way about him at all. Benny, who's now 37, admitted that he almost let Selena slip away because of his own insecurities. During a conversation on the Jay Shetty podcast on March 24th, Benny revealed that, at one point, he was convinced Selena hated him. Despite the friendly introduction from her mom, Benny didn't pick up on the signs that Selena might have been interested in him. Instead, he thought the whole thing was purely professional. "I thought she hated me," Benny shared, admitting that he completely misread the situation. In fact, things got a little awkward at one point. Benny recalled a moment when he actually tried to set Selena up with one of his friends. "I was talking to her and said, 'Oh my God, I have so many good single guy friends. We have dinners at the house all the time. You should come over sometime,'" Benny explained, laughing at the memory. He wasn't even thinking about anything romantic at that time, and the conversation quickly turned to their ideal dates and other casual topics. Looking back, Benny realized that most of his doubts were all in his head. "Obviously, 99% of it was in my head," he said, laughing at his past assumptions. It's funny to think that he was so convinced she wasn't interested, especially when they were actually connecting on a deeper level without him realizing it. It just goes to show how sometimes we can be our own biggest obstacles when it comes to love. If Benny hadn't second-guessed everything and tried to set her up with someone else, who knows where things might have gone. Thankfully, things worked out in the end, but it's definitely a reminder that timing and perception can play a huge role in relationships. Fast forward to today, and things couldn't be going better for Selena and Benny. Their connection has only deepened, and the love they share is undeniable. What's even more heartwarming is how it all came full circle in the most unexpected way. Despite Benny's earlier doubts and thinking Selena wasn't interested, it was actually Selena who ended up saying, "I love you" first. It's one of those moments that shows just how much they've grown together. After years of friendship, collaboration, and building a solid foundation, Selena was the one to take that leap. She wasn't afraid to put her feelings out there, and it's a testament to how strong their bond had become by that point. Benny was clearly blown away by how open and genuine Selena was. Her willingness to be vulnerable spoke volumes about the trust and love they had for one another. It wasn't just about the romantic chemistry, it was about the emotional connection they had built over time. After all, they had spent so many hours together working on music, laughing, and simply getting to know each other. For Benny, hearing Selena say "I love you" was a turning point, a moment that solidified everything they had been through together. It was the ultimate confirmation that they were meant to be. And while it may have been Selena who voiced it first, you can tell that Benny's feelings were right there, waiting to be expressed when the time was right. Now, they're not just a power couple in the music industry, but also partners in life, having come a long way from that first meeting set up by Selena's mom all those years ago. So, what do you think? Comment down below and let us know. If you liked this video, click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be the first to see my next video. I post updates like this every week where I uncover the secrets of your favorite celebrities.